Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. When we last left off, Jack Wonders, who was slowly shifting and adapting, we had gone to war with Eduardo. Eduardo of the Colors family, who has summoned the Duke of Obadoth, Sethoth, to take over the Gilded Noxians to our east. So we are on a bit of a war with two fronts, but the good news is that pretty much everybody else hates these guys too. And if we can get to the Fire Festival down here, we can solve two problems at once. So, we ended on an intern. We might as well begin on an intern. I have gone back and fixed some colors for some of these people here, but unfortunately it doesn't update for an already existing game. So, sadly, I cannot make them just magically work for us. Such is life. A whole new cosmos. Norath, hello, good morning, good morning. We are starting to become a bit of a kind of a genie or a djinn right now. Seems to be the way that we're shifting. We're going for like fire, order, sand. These are the themes of how our playthrough has gone so far. The Master Mount has disappeared, and unfortunately Belisarius did take that position there. He probably wants to take that rainbow clover. And let me tell you, I don't want to let him do that. Do you have a tier 2 city? You don't. But you're not building anything. You're not building anything. We have been really just perpetually hurting on cash in this campaign. Lounge drafting of Inferno puppies. Oh, I didn't know the Ritual Pyre did that. That's handy. For adjacent province with sand, you get golden food. Well, that actually could be pretty nice for us. Ideally, another conduit would go in there to boost up that channeling tower, though. So I think while we're still hurting on cash, I'm just going to build a market down here. At least that one's boosted. We just killed off a quest over here. And I believe you were going to replace Norm Alldude with this defender. We could run underground here and siege this city. It's not a bad idea. That's Belisarius' capital for sure right there. We are taking a bunch of gloom penalties from this as well right now. So honestly, it's not the worst idea. We definitely need to heal though. And this guy doesn't really have a job at the moment. There's any number of places we could pull him. I think for right now, we'll just leave him in the capital. Or not in the capital, but in that building. We unlock Searing Blades. Sandstorm, conjure a sandstorm at a 2 hex radius. 60% chance of blind and slow. Summon less of magma spirits. So we did just recently get pyromancers. This is kind of a good also alternative to pyromancers, and I do feel like fits what we got going on right now, so I'm going to pick them up. We got signature skills, but we don't have any for. Nice. We've lost a rivalry, and he's upset he's spaghetti with us. Duradon, hello, hello. Do we have a city in the sand? I think Nottheim is kind of in the sand there, it looks like. It's definitely right on the edge of that territory. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. God, he's got a lot of HP. We're probably going to have to pull back and deal with that. But also, I'm under siege. There's a lot of bad things happening right now. First things first, let's cast Dunestalkers. Can I ask you for some advice? I don't have much going on in my life. I work, do full-time master studies. Your mom has depression, going through separation with a former girlfriend. Started planning to move out of a shared apartment. I have a test for my master study in the module of leadership and business ethics. I have to study and learn for this test, but I have zero energy left for studying for these exams. That's hard. I mean, I went through a master's program as well. And I will say that they are worth doing. Like, you will feel better about doing it afterwards. It's something that will benefit you your entire life. Because even if you end up in a field of studies that's like not relevant to your master's, literally having a master's degree just gives you a ton of bargaining power and adds a bunch of money onto your paycheck. It's one of these like ridiculous things about our society. It does also help you in critical thinking, which is just like valuable in all parts of life. So I enjoy watching you much more than the thought of having to study right now. I mean, you could try something like a Pomodoro technique. Is always a good option for something like this, where you say, oh, I'm going to go do 45 minutes of study and then reward myself with a strict 15 minutes of taking a break. Do a little balance, do a little back and forth. You got to do something. Here's the thing is, like, if you don't want to study, then you got to do something to kind of at least give you a bit of a push on something that will allow you to move into it afterwards. So if you need to take a minute to kind of get that out of your system, I think it's safe to do that generally. But then you got to go back afterwards and say, like, okay, we're hunkering down. The moment you get into the groove of the studying, like once you're doing it for 15 minutes, you'll also be like, okay, I'm here now. So like, it's that first 15 minutes. It's like they say for, if you want to go for a run, the hardest part is putting on your shoes. Because it's like the moment you got your shoes on, you're like, okay, well, my shoes are on. I might as well just go do this now. And I think it's pretty much true for studying as well. Dunestalkers. I was kind of hoping that would make us look different, but it didn't really. Sandwalk, sand camouflage. Ooh, that's really nice. When on sand, gain fast movement and flanking. Little boost. Long-time lurker. Once I have the resources to pay you back in chat for all the nice time spent here. I always appreciate the lurks. I always appreciate anybody watching for any reason. And I guess know that it'll always, you know, no matter what's going on in life, it always kind of gets better down the road. So don't beat yourself up on things, because I think when you start doing that, everything else compounds on top of it. We'll let that guy stay who he is. Always invest in yourself, but always give yourself kindness. Life is harsh enough. You don't need to be beating yourself up at the same time. Okay, we got a lot of stuff happening here. 1,400 in this army, 2 Deathstalkers, and a Blood Cultist. Yeah. Level 8 and level 7. They are really adding a lot of points in here. Oh yeah, these are good characters though too. God, I forgot we built a really good build on this guy. Joy Siphoners, Flesh Carved Runes, Cruel Weaponry, Blood Drinking Blades. With a Blood Cultist here as well. With the Mark of Death Cult. They'll have Pack Hunter and Sneaky. Oof. Units without Heartless regenerate less HP and only receive 50% when healed in combat. And our walls are damaged. I see. We also mostly have militia right now. Well, we're gonna take that fight. Realized I probably should have swapped out one of those militia with the wizard who was in town. He would have provided a lot better value. Oh, and they're all immortals too. And you brought catapults. How come I didn't see that? And why don't I have any towers? I thought I would have at least had some towers here. All right, we're gonna move you there. Militia up there. Shardcasters. Let's see, zombies. There's an aspirant knight, a militia there. I think I'd like that astral wisp to be on that. We can move them up a little bit afterwards, the guards. Oh man, they really did a number on these walls. Holy smokes. Yeesh. All right, what do we have here? Pact of Eternal Servitude will give lifesteal and resurgence. I'm going to put that on the Aspirant Knight. Not much else he can do. Not much else you can do. Yeah, all right. Life is already too hard to beat yourself up about. You should instead find someone else to beat up, right? Did I build towers? Because that's how you get towers? Oh, those are my zombies, man. Ah, those onagers. I didn't think onagers fired on the first turn. Brimstone Bind. What is that spell? Brimstone Bind. Enemy unit has a chance of becoming burning for 3 turns. Repeats 5 times. Suffers immobilized and pacified for 1 turn. That's got to be some Obadothian shenanigans. For sure. I've never seen that ability in my life. All right, let's burn the group of them. You're a liege guard. So let's swear a bond. Yeah, there's a lot of immortals on the map, so being able to use discern weakness on these guys would be nice. I'm just gonna hold him where he is. I don't particularly like this setup. I do not particularly like this setup. Misses and grazes galore. These are all charging units over here. Kind of feel like you should be blocking that. So these guys get bred for war if they're next to each other at least. You know what? That would also give you bred for war. I have a bit of a problem because they do a ton of morale damage. So keeping my units sort of close to each other is somewhat valuable here. I'd love for this Aspirant Knight to just go ham, but I think he'll just die instantly if I do that. Oof. Oof. These guys are burning, so we might as well ignite them for some extra damage. Rite of Life leeching. What is that Mortal Blessing ability they all just got? For killing a summoned unit. An undead summoned unit. Okay, all the archers are going ham. Here go all the immortals. What was that ability? Mortal Blessing. The death of another unit has given this unit 5 HP and 2% critical hit chance. Power from death. Oh, because they're death cultists. Right. Okay, you've got to boost him. I'm going to discern him. At least I can debuff all these immortals. I think I'm going to move these pyromancers and take the 2 shots at 90. Are you still wearing Juggernaut boots? Oh my god, you are. Those charges are going to be blocked, so I'm going to charge this guy. Do a little displace and replace plus a stun. And then I'll come up there with him. Think that blood cultist needs to be gone. You flank in there. That allows this militia to attack him 3 times. These immortals heal is part of the problem. Every time they attack. Can you claim a soul? Almost. So close. If I take that zombie, I can do it on him. That will also give me another zombie. And they all keep stacking Mortal Blessing. Every time with that. Oh, disgusting. That gives you a flank, so you're actually doing better damage and you're hitting more frequently. This I'm sure is a summon spider, but... Alright, let's plug him. I'll have you go in there. I'm probably going to send this guy against these archers at this point. Because he does fly and he does flank damage, so... These are a bit nasty. I think I gotta keep these away from the archers and the like. And I'm gonna immolate here just to kill off that bloodcaster. Hit their morale a little bit too. I wonder which tome do you consider to be the worst and you avoid at all times? I don't know that there's any that falls under that category. Like, I don't think any is definitively the worst. And I definitely don't avoid at all times because I try to use every single one. Well, that dude is taking a pounding. Okay, these catapults are doing a lot more damage than I anticipated. And he just executed my zombie there. Which I forgot these Death Stalkers can do. You know, I guess like Book of the Construct is only good if you're playing golems, really. Eduardo uses Death Waltz. Regains its action points and health, gains Resurgence, and gains Doomed. Wow, he cast that on one of his tier 3 Death Stalkers. That is a crazy play. Because also, I can raise that as a zombie now. Okay, I'm gonna Banner Smite you. I'm going to charge you to cancel your retaliation so that you can attack 3 times. Insane to me that these immortals are capable of living this, especially when they have 0 defense right now. I don't know how the hell they're holding up so well. This Leash Guard is going to die on his turn. Flank you. That Leash Guard go there so that this Pyromancer can move back. That is a flank. How do you double miss that? God damn it. This is an immortal. Because all of his units are undead, when I raise them, I get them myself. Okay. That is extremely helpful. You are also a caster. Kill that archer. Kill that charger. We'll flank him. Flank that archer. How many turns do these guys have? Can't use for 2 turns. I am pretty sure if I shoot you, I can kill that crossbow on my turn. This militia's probably dead. In fact, he's poisoned, so it's almost definitely killed. You're a bit of a threat right now. But I actually think like these catapults are my biggest threat. Healing is pretty rough because we're on sunless terrain. You guys all have fire weakness, though. Ah, man, I should have done this really early on. I could have gotten rid of these catapults. You know what? I'm actually going to do that now. Because at least he'll take some burning damage. $44 damage? Starblades, Chaos, and Shadow. Can't believe how much he just did. God, these are some nasty hits. These aren't even like his main army. That's the worst part about this. You get smacked a few times. My knight's getting beaten up, but it does have resurgence. So much for killing that catapult this turn. That onager will die, but it's going to die at the end of its turn. Graze at 90%. This guy's got nothing. I could charge him with my knight. I could kill him with this zombie. I am a bit worried about this side at the moment. We'll do a free transfer life. That would heal him at least a little bit. Miss. Oh, choo. You're what, pacified? God damn it. Okay, so he won't kill him now. He will put 2 decaying stacks on him, though. Zombie, go for the catapult. My knight go for the flank charge. You can go for the archer. You can go for that archer.
「
Trained familiar, stunning flash. I mean, I guess you might as well go for the scout. Every one of your moves kind of sucks is the problem. He's not really going to do enough damage to make it matter. We'll smack you. Mostly I'm thinking, like, at least that way I'm facing the archers. I could go for the immolate there. That would kill him. Alright, let's do that. Probably should have immolated that guy, though, or just burned that guy. 100 strength? Oh, we death waltzed him. So he's dead. Is some good news. We're going to get catapulted against a single archer. Okay, that's all right. 56 damage. God damn, dude. This guy hits like a Mack truck. He must be rocking some like tier 4 item to do that kind of damage. And he's dead. Okay. Yeah, what are you using? Divine Bane of Stunning Flash. That'd do it. Only really get people so far up here right now. Shard bolt over there. I think you can maybe do a lightning bolt. That's good. Death guard. All right, let's have you move on him for the flank. Put some burning stacks on him. You could put a sworn bond on. Just gotta take that hit. Now. I'm gonna light that catapult on fire because I'm kind of done with being hit by those catapults. He summons more animals. I don't like how he's meant to be sieging me and he just keeps retreating into this corner. And I get it. It's like he's mostly got ranged units. There go my poor pyromancers. This is a very expensive fight. That guy got death waltzed. Okay. Pyromancer, militia. Death Stalker. Shouldn't that Death Stalker been a Death Stalker, not a decaying zombie? Kind of need to heal you. You're going to do 19 damage on a single strike. Unless I go here. And then I can take the retaliation. Heal him. That might get rid of that archer. This is all a bit nuts, honestly. There's no way I don't take that. So let's also take this. Might as well blast him. Shield wall. Another kill there. Mostly hoping to deal with their morale. Stacks of like decay and poison on me. He gets death waltzed. Thankfully the computer is really dumb with death waltz and they use it at the beginning of their turn. Like that's the only good thing we got going on with that. Because he could be getting in 6 attacks instead of 3. That lieutenant dies. He should die from poison. He'll die from death waltz. Huh? Why aren't you dying? Don't understand. Death guard, death guard. He should have exploded at the end of his turn. God, it's so hard to do like any damage here. Well, you're a decaying zombie. You might as well take that retaliation attack. Did he death waltz his hero? I think he did. That's wild. All right, you're going to move there. Ooh, you're going to have to hit him because I need to cancel his retaliation to be able to attack him at all. This means that one hero is up ready to do whatever it wants. I could just ignite them though, and I think that's what I'll do. They're starting to crash on morale there. Yeah, they killed them for sure. They killed them. Okay. Lieutenant, you're going to come in here. You're going to discern weakness and then attack on that flank. I'm going to let you take that flank attack. You can take those shots. You're pacified. So we'll just have you block. I feel like your attack on the flank is probably the most valuable here. Just keep picking these two apart. Now, if I use Immolate, it'll kill that archer, do a bunch of damage to him because he's on fire, and I can charge strike. He just doomed himself. He is really relying on death waltz here. No way. That character died from doom, but then slip away triggered so they didn't die. You joking me? What's cheaper here? 15, 10. Wow. How come this knight died? I had resurgence on this knight. Both of my liege guard. That knight better not actually be dead. Tell you right now, that knight better not actually be dead. You're for sure going to take this staff. And you're for sure probably going to take this resistant chest plate. Lose a bit of defense, but you get a ton of HP. That seems like a good deal. I did lose that knight. What the hell? Resurgence. When this unit dies in combat, it is revived at the end of combat if the owner is victorious. This character never died. That Pact of Eternal Servitude should have never ran off. Well, I'm mighty upsetty about that. That is supreme shenanigans. Was that knight made into a zombie? No, I don't believe so. I was raising Deathstalkers. Why does he respawn over here? That's not useful for me. That is supremely unuseful. Oh, that's kind of infuriating. To put it mildly, that is kind of infuriating. Well, I need more quarries down here. I was thinking about building down to this waterworks. Could also push this breached Arcanium. There's a bunch of obelisks in here too. It's probably not a bad idea. Goddamn, goddamn. You've been captured. You need to take your governor back. How many people do I have in my jail right now? In my crypt? 1. I'm gonna sell her because I'm desperate for cash. Also, this guy's about to siege this, so I want to boost this bathhouse. Man, what is going to be the most useful here? Slash, what am I actually going to be able to recruit in time? Oh my god, you've lost so many troops. We might as well put those in my liege's army. She basically has nothing right now. She's one Litheride Needler. Well, let's grab a defender. A defender. Or put a blacksmith in there, but I guess it's going to get destroyed right away, so maybe I won't put it in there yet. You could do a shrine, but it's not boosted. You could do nothing of value. Alright, I guess we will do a blacksmith then. I don't really want to move out of here because mostly I don't know where his armies are, but for sure you're going to siege me, so I think we have to, right? If I get attacked here, like if he pulls out another set of armies and attacks me, we're done. Like it'll kill the campaign. Oh, the Rally of Lieges. That's where I should be spending money. He's the last guy to go here. Yeah, there's my capital sieged. I mean, these guys are at war with basically everybody. Oh, that's interesting. Eminem's flag at least updated here. Her colors haven't. Oh no, her colors did update. Okay, Ruined Realm. Free cities are rare. We've been invaded there, and here. That's Eduardo himself. You're ready for another diplomatic state. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. We're under siege by onagers and walls. We do actually have ballista towers here for once, though. This is not a defensive war. I don't really want to be dragged into this. Can I decide later? The 20 Imperium would be really nice. I have 2 signature skills. You need an upgraded town hall. You're just going to get sieged, though. Oh, and you fled the city. Oh. Is our movement really this bad? My god. Huh? Well, I guess we might as well keep everybody together. What do we have? 5 and 7? 1,200? 2 Chaos Eaters. Can't say I love this. 430 to integrate Helden. Flare Spire's under siege. Oh yeah, he's moving up a bunch more armies here. Probably gonna lose Midland. How the hell is that 800 points? A couple of tier 2 Death Guard, a Wild Speaker, and a Tide Spirit? We're so slow. Okay, I can almost get the road movement tech. Here's Searing Blades. Not great against a bunch of demons, but, you know, we'll take what we can. And we can summon in Magma Spirits, which is... I don't know, at least that's a bit handy. Sand Scorpions. Tier 3 shield units. Hold the line. Let's get Sand Scorpions. They're also discounted right now because we took that weird Chaos tech. So you're invading here, here, and there. You're under siege. I'm going to pull that defender. You won't get done in time, so there's no point in it. Rally of Lieges. Fire Giants. I have 6 points. That's it, hey? So I can get a Liege Guard. And a Scald. It's 400 gold. Or I can get a Fire Giant. I love the idea of using a Scald, but I guess, given what's going on right now, and how low on troops I am, I'm not sure I got much of a choice. Do we have a declaration of friendship with you? No. I also don't have the money for it. Also apparently have grievances with you? Having great amounts of territory with my city. I don't know that that's true. I'm not sure I'd agree with that. Man, I'm still really upset about that knight being killed. And I'd love to know what happened there. So I don't think... Like, I didn't click the pact at any point. So it shouldn't have canceled. Sudden declaration. Savath the Baelor, who rules the guild in Noxiensis, has made another announcement. Let it be known the High Corruptor is nothing but a weakling who will soon be an ash on the realm. Well, that's good. At least he's going to war with everybody. The bounty has been posted. Nice. They broke their alliance. That benefits me greatly. You've actually leveled up, Jack Wonders. You can inflict weakened or sundered defense on a charge. Or I could just take some extra damage and then go for cleaving sweep, which is not bad for when you're stuck in combat. I'm gonna go for that retaliation attack for sure there. I guess for right now, we'll take weakening. And I think I gotta take these boots off of him. The only problem is it really reduces. You know what? Yeah, you could use those boots instead. The problem is I don't want multiple magma spirits in that house. I need to split it up so that my aristocrats have people. Even though that doesn't help me at the moment. Mines grant mana, mines grant gold. Alright, we can at least fight you. I'd rather not lose anybody at the moment. Not on a defensive siege. Doc, hello. These guys are already bad morale. Interesting. I don't really want too many of my guys here together, but I think I'm just gonna get struck no matter what I do, so. I'll put you there. Zombies, zombies, Lithran Shardcaster. All right. Ow. 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 I really don't want to lose my hero. That would be mildly inconvenient. So let's restore him. All right, so this ballista can do all sorts of stuff. You actually have a flank on him. As do you. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. Sniper shot the crossbow. I'm not clear why these guys are flanked. Oh, he doesn't have enough money. He's taking penalties for cash. That's hilarious. Specifically, I assume he must be out of mana if that's the case. Oh boy. What am I going to do with you? $36 damage on a melee strike. He's basically all melee. All ranged, I mean. 39% chance of stunning him. You know what? I think we just take that. $54, $19, okay. I'm gonna have you discern weakness to debuff them. And I'm gonna have him move up because he adds the war banner, which is a really good buff. $31 there, or I zap the two of them. Let's zap the two of them. Yeah, they're all going for Jack. Oh my god, literally every single one of them. Oh no, okay, you went for the lieutenant. Berserked him. Okay. You can fire spike him. So, boom, that catapult's done. Got stunned. This homie can fly, so let's just like find a nice flank for him in a minute. You could take a couple of shots. Kind of thinking we just go forward and claim this guy's soul. Is that how that works? On target killed, non-hero unit is immediately revived as a Whiteborn on the caster's side until the end of combat. But instead, he revived as a Chaos Eater. Why is that? Not that I'm like complaining per se. But I do be curious. Can you heal him? You can. Nice. Do you think I'm just gonna fire damage all of them? Obviously, I want to just charge strike you. Except you do 30 damage still. Oh, nice. And I made a zombie out of him. Oh, I forgot that you were here. Damn. I could have just crossbowed him. Oh, well. Yikes. This Obadiah Duke hurts. Okay, that guy's still berserked. That's perfect. You can kill him. You can't reach anybody. Shoot him. You can shoot him. Give him a blast. Give him a blast. Terrible misses. A little bit of that spirit damage. Now, if you die from him, it'll give him 30 HP. So we'll flank him with a crossbow. Cast Second Winds for a heal. And then, boom. He explodes on death. And a swarm of zombies move up here. These are only temporary, right? I think so, but I'm not totally clear. Okay. Then I think our guys can just finish it off. God, that berserk almost kills me there. He routes and they manage not to kill him. Well, God, sometimes the AI. Okay. It's still like one more threat cleared here. So I'm going to give you him. It's one more threat cleared. This guy really needs some draft. Just gonna slap a forester in for now. We'll move a defender down there. So they've got a defender and a Lithuanian Needler and then a warlock currently. Try to grab a knight. This is a crazy location. Looks like it just absolutely does not know what it's trying to be. 3 mana per adjacent forester. I'm going to do that. We're going to do that. Racial units gain 5 HP and 2 experience per turn for each racial unit in the same army. So, I mean, putting in fire elementals is nice there. Or, when in your friendly domain, units heal 10 HP per turn and gain 2 experience per turn. So I obviously really, really want that. You're 3 turns away, so I'm going to take that right now. Because healing is just so clutch. You got signature skills, but you also have like 2 level ups here. Let's go retaliation attack. And sweeping charge. You also got a level of renown from that. Personally slay a legendary unit. 10% damage. Rank Slayer. That's going to be really nice on him. Got Guess if I could get a magma spirit over there, I would. Ugh. You are a scout. Okay. Claim soul next turn on one of the tier 4 mages, right? Whiteborn just means the undead major unit transformation, but he's a demon and can't be Whiteborn, so he just stays as he is. I would have just assumed he'd come back as a zombie if that was the case. But I don't write the rules, so... Sorry, Canada, that you're on fire and my breathing is screwed today, but I'm glad it's not 100 and the sun isn't blaring down. That's some good news. Definitely not enjoying the on fire part. It's actually pouring rain here today, which is very nice. Okay, you are claiming way too much territory now.
Huh?
Way, way, way too much territory. Oh. I didn't mean for you guys to pop out there. So that's a Skald, a Liege Lord, and an Aspirant Knight. To go with him. A Liege Lord and Aspirant Knight. Skald covers the Bannerman. I guess a Magma Spirit. Back, back, front, front, front. I mean, of all those units, I'd probably put in a lieutenant. Well, these guys just need 3 frontliners. You and you fit in here. You need a lot of frontliners. You have a knight on the way. You are backliners and you are backliners. At least start moving them up. Right, so you can make Liege Guard here now too. And I'm wondering if that's not my best option. It probably is. Can I win that? I mean, I have spells. He's a fighter, but he has teleport. This is a bit of a crazy thought. Minus 20 morale. It's a bit rude. Immobilized and pacified. Okay, we're gonna light you on fire. You actually have fire protection, so yeah, I see why this probably isn't gonna work. Oh yeah. And you're immune to burning. Yeah. And you're wet. Oh, this was a terrible matchup. I don't know why I thought this would work. don't know what the hell I was thinking there. Call to war against Ratchquia. I don't want to do that one either, dudes. They actually kind of like me, so... just weird. So... she's one of the wars. Ratch is the other one. Nobody lives down here. You've got a small army there, but we actually have a guy defending us too. Oh, am I not called into war against you anymore? Weird. Oh, you're in the void. You can't call me into war. So I don't know what he's doing here to Midland. Get him next time, Fire Elemental. Try your best. Livy, hello, good morning. They definitely stay the same unit. They just get Whiteborn if it's possible on that curse ability. Revived as a Whiteborn. Oh, that is really good then. Is he burning this city to the ground? I think he might actually be. Needless to say, that would not be so good for me. I have a Sonic Call in here. Notheim. I think we said we were going to take this stuff. I better form a province claiming pact with her. Because otherwise we're going to hate each other's guts. Like I said, I was going to put a Grand Bazaar on that. Yeah, I'm going to decline that war. I am going to summon this guy in here now, though, and add him to that team. Cool. So everybody now has a fire elemental. You're short on melee troops. I could call militia for you. Honestly, I guess it's better than not having melee troops. Okay, I took that rainbow clover now too. What a dweeb. Trying's got a chance of failing. Just do it. Getting up out of your chairs, taking more strength than it should. It's one step at a time. That's the key. Ah, yeah, he's gonna move a bunch of guys in here. Don't love that. I still have one turn here, right? Yes, thank God. Summon Sand Scorpion. And another tier 2 book. Which means we get to do all sorts of stuff right now, including a bit of dress up. I'd love to get something to tier 4 so that we could take some signature skills. I think we talked about taking the Book of Shades. Obviously, this works really well with sand because you do all this blinding effect. And I said I was, you know, had this like Jin energy. The other option, I think, was the Tome of the Beacon, because we'd have Mighty Meek, which would work really well on knights. We'd get Chaplains, which could replace our Bannermen. Covenant of the Faith is kind of useless. Summon Blessed Soul is at least a summonable tier 3. So where we don't have Liege Guard, it basically allows us to fill Liege Guard on the move or balance our economy. Divine Beacon, also pretty good. And I do feel like we have just like connected ourselves with the 2 angels. The ironic part about this is not going to get me a tier 4 ability if I take it. But I do think it's the right choice, man. Would also reduce upkeep of all my tier 1, tier 2 units. What would Shade get me? Materium and Shadow. I mean, that also doesn't get me what I want either, so... Yeah, let's do it. We're going to take Tome of the Beacon. Because currently we are a beacon of good against the vampires and the devils.
Righteous glory. Such things may spread like a holy flame.
I'm going to pick up Mighty Meek first. We got to level up on Normal Dude, so we're going to take Reincarnate. We got an Aspirant Knight up here. That would be pretty good. Grand Bazaar, 13 extra food, 19 extra cash. We got rivalries between those 2. That's good for us. Nice. We can pick up advanced logistics here as well. Summon spells cost less points. That one is very good for us. Now, if you were to call a militia, yeah, you'd benefit from that. I like that I can still summon guys down here. So let me just think about this for 1 second. You and you. So you're kind of a split. You're a range. You're a Bannerman. 2 militia. It could take anything. I guess we'll take those guys. Yeah. And then we'll merge them up into here. Then we can crush this fight, hopefully very easily. At the price of a single defender. I'll take that. Okay, 1 turn away from losing this place, and we sneak in at the last minute. So you have a knight coming down. You can now make Inferno puppies. Also. Sure. It's a bit of a funny choice, but it does work. Mid Lehman, our ranger, is going to be taking This is our vampire hunter, right? Missile attacks have a 90% chance of inflicting bleeding in a 1 hex radius. Or killing a hero. Killing a unit grants strengthen and regen. I'm going to take Thorn Shot because he's a vampire hunter. Now, we did also just get another book, and that book is the Tome of the Beacon. So, I think that means you maybe can have a cape. Obviously, the vampire hunter cape looks best on him. I guess the other question is do they get it just because they got a book, or do they have to do something like a quest to get it? You recently got a new hat. Could we maybe give you some, like, holier looking armor? Ooh. Upgrade him to, like, plate mail for the Tome of the Beacon because he's a protector now. You know what? Actually, I like that. That's a good vibe. And you know what else? I might even buff up his armor a little bit. Just because he's becoming like a bit more holy. He's becoming a bit more of a holy protector. I like the idea that our heroes get stuff as they do quests. But he gets stuff through like just the Empire expanding. Okay, all that stuff is buzzing. Hopefully we can start making a play against this guy now. He's at war with a lot of people, so... And again, it's like if we get rid of Eduardo, it solves the problem with Sevoth. I guess my first question is, do I go underground here and take care of this city? Desecration ritual. We not getting that level 8 signature move, so we don't have 4 in any affinity, so we can only get basic affinities right now. Enemy army sustain frost damage. Yeah, I guess let's do this. Oh. I guess let's not do that. To a bit of unexpected surprise, Belisarius has already taken that city. So... Where the hell did you get a Grimbeak Crow from? What? Oh, that's so funny. Resurgence. Reincarnate. A militia died and it got reborn as a Grimbeak Crow. You're also meant to be in this guy's army. Yeah. That's hilarious. So this guy could at least build defenders down here. And definitely a fresh palisade wall. I guess this guy doesn't belong to a house, right? The liege lord of their house, granting them and their houses bonuses. But yeah, until he has a home, he doesn't actually get that. We get Supreme Vasculature in 1 turn, which I hope is going to reduce the price of this. I mean, alternatively, I could just take Fire Festival as my city. But I'm probably just going to vassalize all this stuff. If I die, I want to reincarnate as a cat. Princess treatment for life. It's a pretty good life. They are getting pampered. All right, so you are Skullhand. You are Skullhand. You are Skullhand. Okay. So, I mean, all of these options are good options. Grab this tower. I think we'll move on Throthcroft. To start. And we're gonna have to dig some sort of path down here as well, I think. You guys are ready to annex more stuff. I do want to move towards this walled waterworks. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I guess the thing is like the Magma Spirit starts as level 1, but then it gets to level 3. So it becomes a better version of the Pyromancer if we can manage them. Whispering Stone has been returned. Love that. You are neutral. You are Obsedi. What about this guy down here? 231 to make peace with you. We're just going to put our stone in Midland for now. And see how we do. Goodness gracious. Not easy wandering into Vampire Land. Okay, there is Eduardo. We have at least destroyed most of his main armies, so he's getting a lot less good stuff now. Mediocrity gets a level up. Siphon Blessing. Or Curse. Curse is range 6. And is a 1 hex radius. So I'm going to move towards Curse. You built a Masonic Hall over here. I do love money. Let's build a mint. Gain knowledge for wizards, bonds, treaties, declarations. Or cities gain mana for each city stability above neutral. Oh, they're both okay. Summon spells cast less world map casting points. Routing units are captured. I'm gonna pick up Mines Grant Gold. Now, they got stone walls here, so let's undermine. I think we'll go for the towers. Probably should have done that. They're in range of everybody else now. Yeah, it was a bit stupid. Trade proposal. She wants a wizard's bond. I'm going to decline that. Belisarius is on the up and up with us. Ah, Celestine Dion actually just posted a bounty for Throthcroft for a ton of mana, so let's take that. Summon Sand Scorpion requires a Wizard Tower High Halls. Two additional Wizard's Towers. Noted. Can I be a cat too? Cat in the house with a lot of children might not get a princess treatment. Instead be the favorite squeaky toy. I think you're just getting chewed on then. Doesn't seem like a great plan. Takes in more cats, he becomes the crazy cat lady. I think I could do one more cat. I think 3 is really the... That's like the borderline. More than 3 and you're running a real problem. 2 is, I think, the peak number. But I think you can get away with 3 without being a crazy cat lady. Yeah, I don't want that army to come over here. All right, you have some defenses. Thank the gods. Build another defender.
Huh?
Okay. Replace this militia, probably. You don't grow into anything, do you? No. What do you get? You get Dune Stalkers and Searing Blades and Bred for War. You do the same amount of damage, you have the same amount of defense, and you have the same amount of HP. I don't even know how that can be the case. You cost 1 additional gold, you cost 1 additional mana. I would argue you are slightly better. You picked up a Liege Guard, but I don't know that I actually want you in that army. You are all backline troops. Yeah, I see. I'm starting to see the problem here. All right, I'm going to run these guys off. Or at least out of range. You're another defender that's meant to go into his army. Which will replace probably Norm. I'm willing to put you there. Signature skill, bounty, poster for Skorheim. This guy's like, I like my pawns. Litter and food's expensive, yeah. Rookie numbers. My dad has 9 cats. That's crazy cat lady. Crazy cat dad. I have 3 and I want more. Litter and food is expensive, yeah. I feel like each cat basically takes, I don't know, $50 a month to support. Oh, they can get in there. Wow, that really lied about their movement. Like, that lied extremely dramatically about what their movement was. Okay. They have a ton of wild speakers. What's the auto give me? I can't imagine on a siege. And they have caltrops. You have a striking crossbow of zombies. Well, I don't like that. Army recoup. Summon a warhound shock unit that inflicts marked and bleeding. And you have berserker. Oof. Rally, regen, strength, and fortune. Let's take strength and fortune first. Oh, command. Let's do both. Okay. I guess you'll swarm on to him. Obviously, I'm setting up to get hit with some pretty gnarly AoEs, but... That's it, right? That's all you can do. So, Pact of Eternal Servitude on my knight. My knight now has Resurgence. If it dies in combat, it is revived at the end of combat. I'm going to keep an eye on it this time. And then I'm going to flank you guys out. Just in case. Strength and regen. 2 cats, can't afford more. Yearly vet visits plus fee meds plus kidder plus litter. Yeah, they are cheap compared to the dog. Don't get me started on how much the husband costs. Whap, whap. 22. Gonna strike this turn, so I might as well hit it now. Do, 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 do. It's a really unfortunate terrain for these zombies. Go with the 2 of them to start. Yeah, really unfortunate terrain actually for these zombies. Let's look at this side because I actually have the ability to charge. Also, like, none of these walls got destroyed either. Oh man, I got bad RNG here.
Uh-huh. Huh?
Good gravy, Miss Daisy.
Uh-huh.
That is a Death Stalker. Champion Death Hex. If I send that Aspirant Knight in, he's dead. Ah, dude, this sucks. This is actually such a choke point they have me on right now. Shiza.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, there's some like really good AoE damages I can do. This guy's already burning. Can be affected. Okay, regeneration removed. You can just go straight up, I guess. I'm gonna waste time with these towers is such a pain. This sniper shot does some AoE right now. But I am also like, oh, I can just fly up here and start attacking stuff. Oh, you actually do a lot of damage with this crossbow right now. They all get blessed from that too. All right. So... I'm gonna light you on fire. See how that goes. Sleeping cats will cover you like a blanket. You don't have enough cats. Yeah, I guess that's kind of fair. Man, he just threw a lot of debuffs on me. Summon some sort of griffin, it looks like. $34 flank damage. Okay. There goes my knight. And I lost a magma spirit over there. Well, most definitely. I want to get him cooking a bit up in here. All these are going to suck. We might as well just take this. Cannot get that, hey? I sort of feel like I have to take this shot because it hits as many people as possible. And does at least stack bleeding on all of them. You have stunning flash. So I'm going to strengthen you. Then I'm going to cast Stunning Flash because it'll reset that ability. Does also buff all of them. You're going to move up zombie. You're going to move up zombie. Part of the problem is he has so many damn wild speakers on this map as well. Like it's like apes and spiders and celestial griffins. I mean, that's really the only thing you can do. Chance of insanity. I'm gonna actually go for him. Get rid of one of yous. Charge these big guys. I'm gonna go with that Cosmic Bolt because it might burn him. Yes, it did, which will kill him. That's slow burn. You might as well just take that minor shot there. 31 retaliation from that Deathstalker in a single hit. 62 damage? With a 32% chance of crit. Oh my god. I don't know that that's worth doing. Pretty good chance he stacks Decaying on me too. Yeah, this really looks like it does 0 damage. At least here I can see its damage. Oof. So these guys can't get up any further. Well, I definitely can't give my back over to this guy because he'll do an insane amount. He's got to do 31 no matter what. He can only hit me. I might as well just go into shield wall. That's my only friendly corpse right now. Has all negative status effects removed? Tell you what, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna restore him. Because, yeah, he had a lot going on. Okay. I think I'm just going to take this Immolite. Because if I can get Eduardo down, then they can't cast any more spells, so... Unleash the beast. 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 That's a lot of unleashed beasts. Ow. Ow, you all do so much damage. I mean, I guess the thing is like he is boosted by the Obadothian Duke right now. There go my Inferno puppies. This Mortal Blessing ability is also rough. Those tier 1 birds just killed a Liege Guard who had almost full HP. So many of them also just got regeneration. Christ almighty. Fire spike him. Those are the wild speakers, right? If you move here, that'd be a good one. Debuff all of them. You're gonna just have to punch that. Punch that. But I hate how every time we cast anything, it also buffs them. Take some regeneration or remove your decaying, whatever you feel like is the best option there for you. All these guys aren't going to last for super long. Just they have like strengthened and all sorts of other stuff. You want to lose these Astral Wisps for sure. I really feel like we're not doing any damage. And I don't understand why, because it's not like they have that many boot. I guess the problem is like this guy currently has an extra 50 HP. This ability is insane. Because the catapults give them this. Every single summon gives them this. This is way too good as a faction ability. You know, what do we get? This guy doesn't get anything. You should get, like, Liege Lord. I don't even see that on there. This guy? Those abilities not even show up when you're in combat? I don't think they do. They get 10 HP and 5 morale if they are in the army with the Liege Lord. These get 5 HP every single time something dies, including summons. These are not a fair comparison. How many times do you get to use this? Every 2 turns. What am I fighting right now? We're fighting vampires. And they are kicking the tar out of us. To put it bluntly, okay, this Spirit Hawk is a real unit. I guess what I want to do is I want to get a claimed soul out. I am like, I could raise puppies to help deal with some of this stuff. Other part of me is just like, take that charge, flank this guy for max damage. I think I got this guy killed. Ooh lolly, ooh lolly. Can't get you. Can't get you guys. I'm just gonna ignite him again. Stack as much burning as I can on him. I think I have to summon those Inferno puppies back as zombies. Because I just need to bog this guy down so that he doesn't come down and kill me. And I think if I... Oh, you can just do that. I'm gonna have to leave you on block, I think. We might as well just heal these zombies. Attack that Spirit Hawk. Ay, 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 dudes. This is not a good look. There's Death Waltz. So that caster is dead. But not before he does a ton of damage to me. One zombie down. Here's my Astral Wisp destroyed from the beginning of the game. He almost one-shots my Magma Spirits. That gorilla just does insane damage. This guy's gonna kill me. God damn it. There's my Magma Spirit down. They get killing momentum. See, I shot this guy last round, and he has completely healed all of the damage I did. He just did 28 damage on a single attack. He is a tier 2 Death Guard. And I can hit him with everything I have, and it barely does anything. I might as well put a pact on him. This guy is an immortal. That monkey got destroyed. My entire center is collapsed. I might have you. You're steadfast? God damn it. Bane of my goddamn existence, steadfast. Dude, the fact that this ballista tower is so creeped up there is really frustrating. I'm gonna move you here. Then I'm gonna boost this lieutenant again. He can't get the kill, but he can almost get it. Let's reincarnate the Astral Wisp as a Slither Hatchling. I guess this militia might as well come up and attack you. I think this guy might be dead. 3 decaying, 2 bleeding. All this vampire land is also like, I just don't heal in it. I'm gonna ignite this guy, I think. So he goes after my lieutenant. Cast some bleeding. He goes after that Slither I just summoned. Slaughters it. Sworn Bond is really helping me out here. Okay, you're dead. Just pull arms around them. That's the zombies fighting the Spirit Hawk, which is a bad matchup for me. God Damn, 31 damage and then 16. That zombie explodes. At least he stacks decaying on them. Eduardo slips away. You're gonna charge him. You're gonna charge Eduardo. Okay, he can't cast spells anymore. I don't know if that's gonna matter. Damage. You're dead, no matter what happens here. They're all gonna get Conjure Animal back in like 2 turns. That is all fire, so let's not light you on fire. Instead, we'll just go for that Wild Speaker. Heal the zombie, and it can get 3 attacks and then kill that Spirit Hawk. Okay. That should cause him to explode. Okay, did it not explode? Or did it just do so little damage? Death Guard has died. Death Guard sustains 4 damage. Death Guard gains volatile charge. Okay, so it just didn't get a volatile charge. That's awesome. I love that for me. I have to do damage to that if I want to kill it with a Claim Soul, and if I don't kill it with a Claim Soul, I'm in huge trouble right now, so I'm gonna cast Ignite. I'm gonna cast Claim Soul. Alright, you die. And you become a zombie. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm dead, man. 100%. Hundo P. There's all 3 of my heroes killed and captured. Nothing matters. Oh! Ooh. Heavy odds. Yeah, I mean, we didn't have a good chance of this coming in. Again, it didn't look like they could reach the city with the movement, which is I thought we had another turn in here. Dude, that ability scaling off of towers and summons is like, it should not work like that. No other ability that scales off the death of a unit works like that. This is going to be really hard to bounce back from. If Obadiah decides to attack us right now, we're done for. On the bright side, it does make for an interesting challenge. And at least it was on the offense. Well, you might as well go back to Midlands. You can go there. That Grimbeak Crow can go Nottheim. Blade Master, Philippa the Mage. Oh, man. Oh, man. So you're going to need Liege Guards. If you a Needler. You have Defenders. I am hoping he might be forced to sell those guys for money.
Yeah.
At least Belisarius is also attacking him here. Well, I feel like a massive L that we just took spices things up and turns this fight around entirely differently. If we had managed to win that, we would have been able to steamroll through all the way to Fire Festival, but we didn't. So now we have to rebuild. I think that's going to be the perfect place for us to cliffhanger this episode. So we're going to do exactly that and have y'all come back, join us in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.